morning, everybody, and welcome back. I got about a half hour here until I have to leave to go pick up the hay bales for the hay bale garden. So I want to just pull these deck boards off and let them sit here. 'People that live on this road is really rough, just like the one in front of the farmhouse. This is the one that goes along the side. If I'm driving in the driveway, this road goes down the right side of the property. Anyway, they're gonna redo all the tar on the road in front of the farmhouse, but this one here, they're gonna tear all of this up and make it back into a dirt road. 23 bales tied on and heading back to the farmhouse. Looks like they survived the drive. Well, it's been pointless to film anything today because the wind has been blowing so hard. But I do want to get these raspberry bushes planted, and this is the area where we're going to do it. This is the area behind that front garage and the side garage. And I definitely want to put raspberry bushes and blueberry bushes back in here. Up over there, we've decided will be the spot where we can plant like apple trees or anything. And then if Melissa ever does get back into bees, we'd like to put them back in there because it's away from everything. I'm going to run over and grab the tractor. There's some brush in here I want to scrape out. And I apologize for the wind. It's just relentless today. Tomorrow is supposed to be less windy, but about 20 degrees cooler. we go. I got a much bigger playground to work with now. The camera only blew down 3 times while filming that. I wonder if this thing will start. It's sat for a couple of years without running. Then it fired up, and then Zach come and cleaned it up, and it ran good. I don't even remember. I think that's it. I wonder if it has gas in it. Let's see if she's still old reliable, huh? I forgot last fall, if I remember right, I shut the gas off on this because I was surprised how long. I think there's a video where it's running until all the gas is out. I'd have been pulling on that thing all day. There we go. Well, I measured off that front garage so I could get a straight line going, and then I had Melissa come out here and I ran that string all the way over, and then she watched it until it hit against that second stake over there. She had a real hard time with that, why I don't just till it, and like what's the big deal where it goes, but it's like I might as well do it this way, and then from here everything is nice and straight. It's so frustrating trying to film in this wind. Anyway, I'm gonna till one line here. It's about 40 to somewhere between 40 and 50 feet. And then I'll have enough to plant the plants that I have. And then from here, other rows I will space 5 feet apart so I can still get the lawnmower to go between the row. And eventually then when we get some wood chips or whatever, we will wood chip around the row of whatever we have planted there, raspberries, blueberries, whatever. I will let the wind blow on that for a while. I don't know if I'll start planting those tonight or maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Melissa wants this alder pushed out of here. It really did suck trying to mow around that last year, especially when I come back here with the tractor with the finish mower. You can't make tight turns, so I'm going to get rid of that right now first. And then I want to scrape a bunch of that stuff out where we moved all that junk, because that's where the hay bale garden's going to go. I'd like to get that done tonight also. Maybe if I put the camera by this tree, it won't blow over. that'll definitely make it much easier to mow. Well, that's far from perfect, but man, does that look way better than it did. Getting all that crap out of there. I do have those cement pieces to deal with. I'll let these get rained on and cleaned up and everything, and then I'll decide where I'm going to move them to. I'm not real sure yet. And tomorrow I can set the bales over there. I can get these raspberry plants planted, and then other ones that Melissa bought, get those in the ground also. But right now it's 10 minutes to 8. I may drive the bales over here yet tonight, I don't know. I'm going to go inside right now, I want a beer. Svengoolie is on, and it's the original Frankenstein. But it's still light out, and I seem to want to go until it gets dark. Well, it's 10 o'clock right now. Melissa and I went out and did the cats, did the chickens. We got 1 egg tonight. I'm sure we'll be going to bed here in a half hour or an hour. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. 37 degrees, and the wind hasn't really died down yet, so it feels pretty cold out here. Well, it's a balmy 39 degrees this morning. Right now it's about 11 o'clock. Melissa's gonna make us some breakfast for lunch today, so I'm excited about that. Now the chickens are laying some eggs. Earlier we let Joanie free. If you guys didn't see that video that I put up, she finally gets to run free, so it's gonna be good for her and good for us. The the wind isn't as brutal as it was yesterday, but it's still kind of windy. It comes in waves, and it really makes it feel quite cold today. Well, I have all the bales set now. I have one more on the trailer that I will use for the chicken coop because there's just no way I'm gonna just like put one randomly somewhere. We have these two here, this will work fine. Now that these are set, I have to bring my post driver here. I'll put a post here, one in the center, one on the end, and then I run a wire around to hold these together, because then when they start to decay, they don't fall all over or fall over just sitting here. And I'll do that on all three. That one will only get 2 posts, of course, and these two will get 3. And this is the way that Melissa, this is her preferred way of gardening. I like planting stuff into the ground, but it doesn't make any difference to me. We could have both ways if we wanted to, and she enjoys this, which means that she'll come out and take care of it, and it'll be fun for, you know, both of us. I am going to come over 5 feet right here and have one row, and I'm going to plant the potatoes in the ground, and then as they come up, if I feel like it, I'm going to build potato boxes and add that dirt. I might do a couple of those and put them in other places to try it, but I know I can grow potatoes right in the dirt here, so I want to have one row of just regular ones, and we'll see what happens. Well, that row right there, if I stay the same length as the hay bales, gives me 11 potato plants. I'm only going 18 inches apart, which is pretty close, but I've done it that way before. I usually prefer more space than that, but the potatoes aren't going to hit at all. It's just when you try to weed in between them, and I really don't think that's going to be a big issue right here. So anyway, if I have 11 that I plant, that should yield somewhere between 90 and 110 potatoes if we have a decent year. Looks really delicious. Well, I'm going to plant red Norlands and I got some yellows here that are Yukon Gold. I like reds, Melissa likes the whites or the yellows, so I'll do about half and half. I'm planting these about 8 inches deep or so. I like to put a full potato in there if I can, because my thinking, I've done videos on this, is that as they rot, they help feed the plant. But some of the bigger potatoes in here, I might cut those in half. You can cut them in. All you have to do is have one little eye that is starting to grow or whatever, and you're fine. can't believe how many worms there are everywhere.
Really?
When I was digging the potatoes in or doing all that stuff, they were just like every scoop there was worms. Like right here, they're all over in here too.
Wow.
Well, I got all those raspberry plants planted, and that was a couple hours ago. And then Melissa and we walked around the property, just talking about different things we want to do. Sat at the table for a while and chatted. And now I'm coming back out here. What I want to do is I want to get at least just one more row tilled, even if I only go down at one time. At least that much will be done, because right now I just started the barbecue. And I have about 15 minutes until this is ready to be cooked on. I'm going to be cooking up some pork chops that we got from Bruce this winter, some turkey thighs, and some turkey legs. And Melissa is making up a batch of her potato salad. So that means I have now about 12 minutes to get this row tilled. Well, I ran out of fuel right there. That was my third run going through, so that's pretty good. We'll let her sit. Let's go cook some dinner. That grass is going to need to be mowed next week. The new crawfish pot got delivered today. That's what I was missing with the other one. I didn't have a nice basket. That's a 60 quart, so I can do up to 30 pounds in there. These are some awesome looking pork chops. Okay everyone, well thanks a lot for watching. I think we got plenty of stuff done during this weekend. I will see you guys on the next video.